Hello, we are the Entrepreneurs in Tech team at the Center of Excellence for Women in Technology, and this video is going to be over how to spend your summer if you're just trying to get ahead in school or maybe have a startup of your own. So just to start off with who we are the Center of Excellence for Women in Technology. We empower students to build confidence and knowledge about technology, expand leadership and tech skills, and to fully leverage technology in support of academic and professional excellence. We do a lot of workshops. We have multiple other teams if you're interested in AI, code, such like that. We have lots of consulting, guest speakers, workshops. We can connect you with resources. So whatever you need, we are available to help, and so are the other teams in our organization. And we're gonna kick it off to Lauren and Kate to talk about how to take advantage of the summer.
So I think it's important to start with classes and involvement planning. As an entrepreneurship and corporate innovation major here at Kelly, you have the option to take all these great classes across the board. Exploring entrepreneurship is open to all different majors, so I highly encourage you to sign up for this class. It's a 3-credit course. And then if you decide that you do want to pursue this major, W235 through all of these classes pretty much are classes that you're required to take in your major in addition to a elective credit. So idea validation and business model planning and new venture planning focuses on creating an idea and then actually implementing it through by creating your business plan. Corporate venturing and venture capital entrepreneurial finance are classes about how you can manage your funds and what to do in the corporate space. And then some of these are electives below, such as Women in the Entrepreneurial Challenge or Social Entrepreneurship, that you can take to more specify what you're trying to get out of your entrepreneurship degree. There are many organizations as well to get involved with. Ours, the Center of Excellence for Women in Technology, is a great resource to start with and join. The CEO Club, Innovators Club are also really great. The Social Enterprise Engagement at Kelly. All these organizations serve a different need and foster that great entrepreneurial community. So Geneviève's going to talk a little bit about the Luddy-focused organizations.
So the organizations that are part of Luddy would be Shoemaker Scholars, Ideation Creation Entrepreneurs, which goes by ICE, and then Product Management Club. These are all going to be in room 2150, and they meet after classes usually around 6:30, 5:30, depends on the week. But if you want to know more about these, you can just look them up. They usually all have websites, and they'll have a lot of information there.
So now we're going to dive into some IU and Bloomington resources. Some of the resources that are available are the Johnson Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Hoosier Hatchery, the Shoemaker Innovation Center, the Shoebox, Ice Miller Legal Counsel, just countless ones, including like Elevate Ventures in the Mill. All of these are outside resources that you can go to get that one-on-one help for helping your idea turn into a startup and actually further implementing it. These are great places to find mentors and resources in terms of support. Okay, and we're going to talk about some additional educational resources that you might be interested and can look at any time. LinkedIn Learning is an amazing platform. It basically has all these expert-led tutorials and courses where you can specialize in pretty much anything and learn about anything. And I think through your IU email and things like that, you have free access to these LinkedIn Learning courses. So IU faculty and staff should definitely take advantage of this. Also, podcasts are great ways to learn more about, the entrepreneurial space. These can be listened to at any time of the day. So one of my personal favorites is How I Built This, where Guy Raz basically talks about how there's all these one-on-one interviews with entrepreneurs who have been very successful, and they basically talk about how they were able to create their idea into something bigger. Also, these are some additional podcasts that you could look into. In addition to book recommendations, these are some books that have really stood out to us. These include all these great books that are business focused. I know personally I've read Grit by Angela Duckworth, which just talks about like resilience and how you can push and create your passion into an actual idea, like how you can get to the other side with resilience. The Tipping Point is also a really great book by Malcolm Gladwell, and The Lean Startup I've heard great things about. So these are definitely some to check out. Okay.
Awesome. I can touch on this a little bit. So, networking is so important. If you're going to spend your summer working, I think that's a great way to spend it, because the people that you can meet through different jobs, even if it's being a waitress or working at a drive-through at your local fast food restaurant, this is all great ways to practice your networking and people skills. And networking is going to help you so much by either getting that corporate experience with finding a job through networking, or potentially meeting people that can help further your startup, whether that be funding or mentorship, or just advice and having someone to bounce your idea off of. So some important tips. If you want to have structured networking and reach out to people for networking calls, which I really recommend, summer is a great time to reach out because there's a lot of free time. You have an open schedule and you want to prioritize accommodating to the person that you're networking with schedule. So a couple important tips is to send a professional email to reach out. Request no more than 30 minutes of time because everyone has very busy schedules. So it's very professional to request 20 to 30 minutes, and make sure to preface in your email that you are just requesting a quick call, and preface how many minutes you would like to speak with them for so they can accurately plan out their day. Come prepared with your resume and any questions, even if you're just talking with someone to bounce ideas off of. It's really important to always have your resume. I've heard many stories of people getting jobs through networking calls because they became prepared with their resume. And always ask questions. Assume that you have to lead the conversation. You can always ask for referrals or advice to expand your network. So personally, at the end of my networking calls, I ask if there's anyone else they think would be good for me to talk to, depending on the purpose of our conversation. And many times they'll refer you to 3 or 4 more people to do networking calls. And then those 3 or 4 people will refer you to even more people, which really helps expand your network. It's really important to be yourself and be personable. Have fun with it. Don't be nervous. I know that's easier said than done. But just make sure to be yourself and show your personality, so that both parties enjoy the phone call. And also send a follow-up thank you email. This is so important. A lot of times people forget to send the thank you email because it's after the networking call, but this is even more important than your original email. Thank them for their time, share something that you've learned, and make sure to keep in touch in the future. I usually check in like every 2 months with some of the people that I've networked with that have helped me get past opportunities. So make connections, internships, summer jobs, even through LinkedIn. Your friends' parents, your family friends, your parents' friends are all good resources to reach out to and utilize the network that you have now. And that is a great way to start expanding your network. Awesome. So lastly, think outside the box. Our team touches a lot on creativity. So we want you to practice your creativity in all the ways that are possible over your time this summer. Notice problems around you and think about solutions. I keep a little idea book, and it's helped me in a lot of my projects where I'm coming up with a business idea, because I experience my life and I find problems and I think of ideas to potentially solve them. And I feel like that is the root of entrepreneurship. So finding that root cause, and noticing and taking note of all your potential ideas is really important. Keep an open mind and put into practice your creativity skills. However you do this, we've had a lot of creativity workshops in the past, and even if it's making doodles on your notebook, or playing the guitar, or doing something that's a creative passion of yours, to really put into practice that think outside of the box mindset. Awesome. Well, thank you all for watching our video. And please feel free to reach out and join the center mailing list if you're already not a part of it. You can find it on the center's website. But thank you again for taking the time to watch our video, and enjoy your summer and make the most out of it.